Morning, hello. I'll give you one of
very
these and a hello.
Hello.
How are
nice
you?
to meet you, Raj.
Yes, I'm Raj.
Mike.
Mike.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
And you
meet
take
you.
this.
Now,
you.
Keep it
story
about
group
there.
speaker.
Yeah.
You've just popped up on our list.
Yes,
You've snuck in.
I'm a late edition.
And that's
yeah.
fabulous and wonderful. It just means that you'll have to explain everything about it.
Oh, awesome.
But before we do
Stop
that,
that.
Sarah, we've only got one question prepared, so that makes it easy.
Yes.
Which is, what makes you happy, Sarah?
What makes me happy? I can answer that two ways.
Cool.
One, I'm on a sailboat somewhere on the ocean, having a lovely time sailing and enjoying this beautiful country, or I'm on my mountain bike, also enjoying this beautiful country.
Sailing from mountain to mountain.
Correct.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, Sarah.
NZStory.
Sarah Morgan.
Yes, and
Welsh parentage.
yes, Welsh parentage,
From Monmouth.
English, and now been here 13 years.
From NZStory.
Correct.
Tell us all about that. What is NZStory?
Okay, good question. So NZStory, or New Zealand Story, it's a government initiative. So it's an initiative funded by 6 international-facing government departments. I can reel those off. They're
Go
all
for it.
loads of
Yeah.
acronyms.
Let's do it.
NZTE,
Who knows what that is?
Education New Zealand, ENZ.
That's easy.
TNZ, Tourism New Zealand.
right.
MPI, MFAT, and TPK. So 6 government agencies. And so our job, if I put it simply, it's promoting the brand, what New Zealand brand represents
Yeah.
for exporters. So our focus very much is
okay.
helping those who are exporting products and services. How do we want to be perceived as a country? So we manage the country's reputation program. So
What a wonderful thing, the reputation program.
awesome.
We're building on it here. We're helping. We hope.
Try.
We'll find
Anyway,
out in a minute,
yeah,
I suppose, won't we? So is it less the consumer tourism side of stuff?
Correct.
But more the why would I do business with or in New Zealand?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
So it fell out of a trade expo actually in Shanghai many moons ago. Minister at the time said, "Wow, this is a great expo, but all we're actually showing is images of mountains and sheep and cows.
Yep.
And we have so much more to offer to the country, and we want to be known for more good things,"
Yep.
which ties in beautifully with the conference theme as well today. So he's right, we need to start changing the dial. We need to tell a more broader story of who we are and what we have to offer as a country to the rest of the world. So you're right, tourism have done a fantastic job in promoting us as a destination,
Yep.
as a beautiful place, and that's still, many people know us only for that, which is awesome, and it supports many of our export industries, but we just want to take people on a journey beyond that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're known for. We want to go more and dial up the unknown as
Yeah.
well. So that's really our
Perfect. Mountain sheep hobbits.
No, that's not.
That's basically no. But let's
That's
be
what I
honest
would
with
ask for,
yourself.
yeah.
That's what it is.
And I suppose then storytelling, so to preempt your next question, Mike, I could tell you're going to ask that question.
I wasn't, but I will. I think I was. Yes, go for it.
So storytelling, there's an awful lot of evidence to support that if you want to start sharing stories about your business, it's a much more effective way of get that emotional connection between yourself and your consumers and your distributors, and would you believe also investors. So there's an awful lot of evidence to support this. So people will remember the stories you tell probably more than the facts and figures that you share. Not to say there's still a room, so we need to substantiate
That's
a lot
right.
of the stuff. But typically you'll find most New Zealand businesses are great at promoting and telling their features and benefits. What we need to do is get that more emotive connection. What is it your product or service actually does? How does
Yes.
it help? What's the problem it's solving?
What pain are you removing from people's lives so they can carry on and do
Correct.
better things?
Correct.
Why is it good for the world?
Excellent. Yeah. And I brought my little notepad because I just sat in a session earlier about how to be more globally connected.
Yeah.
And it was interesting, Henry Lane from Corvecto, who does the VR capabilities, got a standout here today. So he talked. But what I remembered about his talk is, VR technology, there's a lot of technicalities.
Yeah.
He talked about a company, Weimar Engineering, who make huge machines. But how do I get customers when I'm going to world trade shows actually experiencing all this huge machinery I have to offer? So Weimar had a huge problem, and by creating a VR experience, you're able to literally put it in your hand luggage on the plane
Yes.
and take that experience
Yeah.
and allow others to experience your technology.
Yes.
So he told that story about what he did as a
Beautiful.
business through the eyes of his customers.
Right.
And in tech, when we're doing our day-to-day job tech stuff, one of the things I always say is show, not tell.
Yes.
And that's exactly it.
Exactly.
I mean, you can talk about it afterwards and around it and answer the questions, but the first thing should be show, not tell.
Exactly.
And as you say, if you're trying to show something that's large,
Yep.
but previously it was like, what's the video?
Yeah. Exactly. And core to this storytelling is what we do is trying to teach people how to infuse 3 core brand values that we want to be known for as well. And there's an awful lot of research. We went into our 4 key export markets to identify what is it people think or know about New Zealand, and also what can we stand for, what's unique about us that we can start infusing into those stories that make us different from Norway, from Sweden, from America. So we've come up with these 3 core brand values.
You ready?
Yeah.
Anyone want to have a guess first?
Get a pen, please.
Write it down. That's right. No, Courtney will write down for us.
Yeah.
Here they come.
I'll play the video back.
So the first one is kaitiaki, or kaitiaki-tanga. So all about guardianship and care for the people, place and planet. Again, so this beautifully ties in to be known for good things.
Yes.
So we're known for, yes, we have a lot of new products and services, but we do it in a way that you actually have a genuine care for the land, the people and the place for now and for future generations to come. So that's a core value that we need to start kind of playing. But that in line with the ingenuity that we have to offer, our progressive, fresh new thinking. There's been a lot of talk about this today. So it's those together. So we're great at coming up with ingenious new solutions, our problem solving. Peter Beck talked about this in bucket loads at the launch on Monday. But also we do it with the care that he talks about, a lot of business in the States is done transactional. Ours is all about building relationships for the long haul. We're not just a quick wham bam, thank you ma'am. We want to build those relationships and sustain the business model for future generations to come. And the third one underpins everything, and I think it's a given, but again, we know it, but it's what we're known for is the integrity that we have, the trustworthiness. If you do business with a New Zealand business, you know they're going to deliver. So it's also supported by our governance, our country, it's seen as stable, and so it's the integrity that we're known for that underpins those other 2 values.
Wonderful. So if I am a new business, startup tech somewhere, is the story that I can stand upon and utilise. If that's out there now?
Yes, so what our job is to actually then start providing tools and information, and we're doing a workshop here today. We've run 3 workshops in the 3 last days in the workshops during Techweek. So if you go to New Zealand, NZStory.govt.nz, so there's a whole pool of free resources specifically for New Zealand businesses to help them tell their stories out globally in the world. So imagery, loads of imagery, free video footage. We've got lots of infographics that substantiate the points we want to share with the world. Presentations, market insights and research as well. So definitely recommend everyone registers at NZStory.
Excellent.
.govt.nz.
You've done that before, haven't you? At least 3 times in the last couple of days. How does that then fit with Upstarters?
Yep, good question. So Upstart is an initiative that New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, so they're one of the activation agencies that we work alongside. So they've taken a lot of the insights and the core messages, so focusing on their sector, which is more industry-led. So if you listen again to what David Downs was saying earlier, it's the ingeniousness, it's the relationship building, it's our problem solving. So what they've done is created additional resources that speak very much to that sector.
With you.
But infusing the same values through that as well.
So it's taking the sort of the wider message and then going, and this is specifically for us how we can talk about
how can we be applied. So education do the same, tourism do the same, and it's funny, I've had conversations with the agri sector, how can we start telling that story using the same values.
Perfect.
That's good.
We should have been at Tauranga Tuesday, Wednesday. In the last couple of days, you've probably seen.
We were at Tauranga.
You were?
Yes, we had 65 people in our little workshop.
Oh, nice.
So we have 65 new storytellers.
Yes, wonderful.
Creating storytellers. Nice. That's pretty cool.
If somebody out there who's liked this, because they've all liked this, and they want to get in touch with not just the resource, but the person to say, can you come and explain it to our company, or who do I talk with about this? Because this sounds like I should be on board, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What do they do? Talk to you?
It's a good question. No, so I will admit we're more of, as I said, we're a government agency, and our job is to work with other agencies to infuse those messages. That's not to say there is a contact us section on the website at NZStory.gov. So those resources are available. But if you want us to come to talk to a wider group, we're happy to do so on your behalf as well.
And is that also something the Regional Economic Development Agency? So
definitely,
would that be a great place to go to?
Yeah. So interesting you asked that. So my job, and probably in the coming months, is to work more directly with those type of organisations, the channel partners, the business associations, and start helping tell their stories through that as well. Filter it through.
Yes, make sure we're all saying it.
Yeah.
Hey Raj, can you remember the 3 things?
Yep.
Good. So I remember integrity. The first one, kaitiaki.
There it is.
And no, it's cheating by reading it.
Ingenuity, of course, was the other one. Yeah.
God, it's obvious, isn't it, when you say it?
Yeah.
There you go.
And other things. Yeah, it's great.
3 things.
Yeah. We're really bad at this. I mean, I use NZStory.gov.nz all the time.
Excellent.
For assets, but I forgot all the rest
Raj.
of it.
See, he's a star.
I'm a user of the service, yes.
Excellent.
It's cool.
And it's free, and all we ask for is your name,
That's my favourite
email
number.
address, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
Or a spam one. That's up to you. Thank you so much.
My
I'm so
pleasure.
glad you
good to have a chat.
popped in. That was brilliant.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you,
Thank
Sarah.
you,
No
Raj.
problem. Thanks
We'll
for coming by.
Take that off you.
Yeah, here we go. I'll take this.
Shake your hand. And we'll see you soon.
It was
Go
great.
well
Thanks
with
a
the
lot,
story.
Sarah.
That's fantastic.
I'll see you later.